Welcome back to the vlog. Thankfully I've got a rest day today because it's not the nicest of days. It's raining and it's pretty cold and it's dark. This is so unusual for Girona. So I found this picture on my phone this morning. This was the 10th of January last year. The 10th of January in a place called Pescano, which is just down the road. 23 degrees. This ain't 20. Whilst we were on the subject of last year, something that I did, it kind of became like a tradition, not a tradition, but something that I just did. Every rest day I would go to La FABRICA and have my breakfast at that cafe, and it just became like the standard thing that I did every rest day, and I haven't done that this year yet, so that's what I'm going to do now. So that's what I always get, the breakfast bowl. It doesn't sound that complicated, but the way they do it, it's just so nice. I remember last time when I went back home to England, I tried to like replicate it at home, and I just couldn't. So I've walked up probably 30,000 steps. I'm walking up to the top of the city because you can get up onto that wall there, and the view from the top of there over like the whole of the city is pretty amazing. Nearly there, nearly made it. Just a few more steps. Wow. The view from the top of here is insane. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? So you've got the cathedral here, all the mountains in the background there, and then like the whole of Girona, you can see it here. The camera probably doesn't do this any justice, but honestly the view from the top of here is incredible. So right over, hold on. That big mountain over there is Rosa Corba. I'm not sure if it's the biggest climb or the longest climb or the highest elevation climb, but it's probably the most famous climb. I said the other day that Els Angels was like the most known climb in Girona, but I actually think Rosa Corba is the most known climb. I haven't been up there yet. Even last year when I was here, I didn't go up Rosa Corba, but I definitely want to go. That's one of the bucket list climbs. So at some point whilst I'm here in Spain, I'm going to go up that climb. There's one thing I feel like I need. When I'm somewhere like this, over the top of a city, there's just one thing that I feel like I want, and that is a drone. Could you just imagine how amazing it would be to fly a drone over the city? I don't know, maybe one day. This helmet that I'm currently using in Girona is this laser Genesis. It's like 2 years old now. It's the helmet that I used for racing 2 years ago, because last year I used that fluorescent yellow Bontrager helmet, but I didn't really like that Bontrager one, so now I'm not riding for that team anymore. When I was coming to Girona, I decided that I would take this helmet here, but this helmet is starting to fall apart. Let me show you. So to loosen and tighten this helmet, it's got this dial thing on the top. What this does, it winds in these red wires, which makes it tighter, or you can loosen it. Then these red wires get longer, therefore loosening the helmet. However, if you look on this side, you'll see that this one is just not connected to anything. It's supposed to be connected into there like that. However, over time, it's just pulled out. So now, essentially, what happens is when I have the helmet on my head, one side, the side that's connected, which is this side, is tight, and then the side that's broken is just loose. That's why sometimes in the shots my helmet might look a little bit like that. That's because it's naturally pulling more to one side. I think I need a new helmet. So I'm gonna go out just for a cruise around the town, but I don't want to wear that coat because it's a really thick coat which makes it quite restrictive, and I'm gonna go on the bike. So I've like double jumped up. It should work. Do you know what I need? Do you know what I literally have just thought of? I got sent a pair of cycling jeans from a company called Resolute Bay about a month ago. I should have brought them to Spain because now I'm just gonna have to ride around in these skinny jeans. I I have to remember that I can't ride fast and speak to this camera because I forgot the wind muff, and when I speak it just sounds like this. These wheels are just my cheap training wheels, so I don't want to spend... I'm a rubbish cyclist when it comes to recovery. On days like today when I've got a rest day, I'm supposed to just stay at home, watch films, go on my computer and do as little as possible, but I just get so bored. I just hate sitting around. So I always need to do something, even if it's just riding aimlessly around the city on your bike, checking it out. It beats just being sat in the apartment. I've broken my camera. That shot you just saw there, I'll explain what happened. So I'd set the camera down to get that pass-by shot like I normally do, just like a standard tripod, and then suddenly it just went like this, twisted, and then fell back. These Joby GorillaPod tripod things are absolutely awful. They are so bad. They work for about 2 months, and then after you've been using them for 2 months, the joints just become really loose, which makes stuff like that happen. The camera falls off, and now all the little catches on the back of my lens, they've just snapped off. I really don't know what I'm gonna do about that for now. I could use this camera, or I could use this lens. This is it fully zoomed out, and my arm is completely straight trying to hold the camera out. It's about twice as narrow as that wide angle lens. How annoying. I might try as a temporary fix to stick these little catches back onto the lens with super glue. I've glued these little tabs back onto the lens. I'm not too sure how well that's gonna work. At worst, it's just not gonna work. At best, it's a temporary fix. Alright, sweet, temporary fix. I hear you all in the comments, you've forgotten about the competition. I've not forgotten about the competition. I said a few days ago if the video got over 500 likes, I would give away 1 La Fabrica cup. If it got over 600 likes, I'll get 2. And it got nearly 900, so I'm guessing I'm giving away 2 La Fabrica cups. So if you want to win a La Fabrica cup, you need to do 2 things. You need to make sure you're subscribed to this channel, and you need to make sure you leave a comment down below. Then in about 2 days time, I will go into the comments of this video and just choose a random comment. Well, choose 2 random comments. There's 2 things you got to remember. The first thing is to subscribe to this channel. The second thing is just leave a comment down below. It can be anything. Be creative, make it up. It doesn't hurt to leave a like either. But that's the end of the video for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.